When Chef Brian Brother closed the doors of his Bayou restaurant in New London last month, people were, sad. Now, they're still sad, but they're hungry. It was a pleasant surprise then that we got a message from Chef Brian. He'd be happy to share a few of his gumbo recipes if we were interested. Hell yeah. Here you go then, Brian Brothers' Guide to Seafood Gumbo and Chicken and Sausage Gumbo. Let the roux begin.
I used to make a classic roux in a cast iron pot and spend hours making the gumbo.
Right.
Or a couple of hours. I don't do it like that anymore, even though that is a wonderful way to make it. But people love my gumbo, and the way I make it is different. So, but there's a couple of secrets that I'm going to give you, but it's hard for people to replicate. We're going to go with the seafood gumbo. Let's call that a cup of oil. So we're going to add our Trinity, 1 large green pepper, 1 medium-sized onion, and 2 stalks of celery. A couple of tablespoons of garlic, chopped garlic. I also added, you could just say 1 bay leaf. So we want to cook this till the vegetables wilt. We are going to take 4 tablespoons of paprika, 1 tablespoon of black pepper. We'll call it a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. Try not to make it too spicy. 1 tablespoon of thyme. The thyme gives it the earthiness. And then I like using a little oregano also. We'll call it a tablespoon of oregano. Salt you add to taste at the end, so I got like a 1/2 tablespoon of salt I just put in. All right, now here comes the fun part. So I would say 2 cups of cut okra. Yeah, it looks like 2 cups. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh my gosh, how could I forget? Filet gumbo.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get the filet powder up in there. A little bit goes a long way. I'm going to call it 2 tablespoons of filet. And then we have our tomato product.
Yes.
I like using tomato sauce. Call it actually a little more than half, 16 ounces of tomato sauce. Now this is some fish. It's either monkfish or swordfish that I had. For the sake of the recipe, why don't we just call it 32 ounces of seafood stock. All right, now we're on to our next project. The chicken and sausage gumbo now.
How much of oil did you put there?
2 cups.
Cup of flour?
2 cups.
2 cups of flour.
So I have my chicken here, 3 pounds of chicken breasts cut into cubes. Take 2 tablespoons of pepper, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, a couple of tablespoons of salt, about a 1/2 cup of flour. We're going to take it and we're going to toss it so it's evenly coated. So the secret is put all those seasonings on, and then I'm going to sear it on the flat top over here, which is going to hold in all the juices and make it, that much more tender. It's like searing a pot roast where you want to keep all the juices intact. This is the secret to my gumbo. All right, when I make my barbecue and I finish it in the oven, I save all the drippings and the stock. This is a smoked pork stock from my pulled pork barbecue, and it really just gives so much flavor. So I suppose you could use chicken stock and substitute some liquid smoke if you want to try to get that same flavor. I'm now going to add my chicken to the pot. This is going to need more stock. About 80 ounces of liquid to make this pot right here. Okay, you see how blonde it is? One of the things you can do, so now I'm going to add my sausage. I could put the sausage on the flat top also and brown it a little, which helps bring out the flavor, and I think I'll do that. This is 1 pound of cut andouille sausage, So here I have kitchen bouquet, browning. So I put like 3 tablespoons, but look, see the color now? Yeah. We have the color we want, so it's appetizing. And now the next part to this recipe is a little disturbing. It requires a lot of salt. So I'm going to start with about a half a cup. The other thing I want to do also that I've neglected in both these things, a little hot sauce. A little hot sauce. All right, so I cut up all this fish, which is a little much for the amount we made here, like 1.5 pounds of cut fish, and then 1 pound of cut shrimp. So that's it. What do you think? Gumbo's easy, right?